Hey there, Mustangs. It is yet another day of our RISE testing. We are moving forward with the language arts test. Some of you will likely be finishing up the test during this session, but don't feel rushed. If you're not, you can take your time. We can get other time and sessions for you. Please do not submit your test without being next to your proctor. You'll need to raise your hand, tell your proctor that you're ready to submit. Your proctor will likely make sure you don't want to take some more time and invite you to double check your questions one more time because there's nowhere to go once you've submitted anyways. And together you will be able to then submit your test. Also today, all of your proctors have another copy of your student academic growth goal sheet. We gave those after the M Games Part 2 got started, and we talked about them in the Mustang Musings Assembly, but I'm guessing some of you may have misplaced your copy, and it's really interesting to have a copy in hand when you submit your test because it will tell you your new score. And then you can look at your sheet and compare your new score to how you've done in the 3 or 4 years in the past that you had done that same test. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited for you to start getting data back on how you have grown this year. That's what this is all about. So with that, remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor. Keep your legs, arms, and head within the desk at all times. Do your best to show how smart you are and enjoy the ride.
You should have found a stick of peppermint gum at your testing station. Please enjoy this refreshing treat as long as you are actively doing the tests or reviewing your questions and answers. Please make sure you keep your wrapper. When you are finished and have double-checked everything, you are ready to submit.
Your M-Games personal training chart tracks your work on 4 important things: being on time, thoroughly using your scratch paper, completing and double-checking your answers, and bringing a book and reading quietly when finished. At the conclusion of today's session, your card will be stamped for as many of those categories as your proctor feels you completed today. For every stamp you earn, your name will be entered into the prize drawing at the end of the 4 weeks.
All cell phones must be kept in the cell phone pouch in the room and not in your pocket or backpack. If it is still with you, please make sure to put it in the pouch at this time.
Please remain seated during the test. If you need assistance, raise your hand and the proctor will come to you. Keep in mind, the proctor cannot help you solve, read, or explain any of the questions on your test. As always, use your scratch paper to figure out the answers or take notes on the test. Writing down your thinking will always help you do your best. Remember to use the dictionary, earbuds, calculator, and other tools given to you as well.
Make sure you do not submit your tests without your proctor standing next to you. When you're finished with your test and decide you are ready to submit, please raise your hand and the proctor will help you.
Your proctor will also remind you what your previous score was so you can beat your score for your own personal best.
Once you have finished, you will need to sit quietly and read a book. No other activities can be done at this time. You absolutely cannot disrupt other test takers in the room. For this reason, we recommend you take your time and don't rush through the test. There is nowhere else to go once you're done.